to The Fitterist Show with your host, Christopher Allen, where we explore the art of mind and body conditioning. As gyms and fitness centers continue to open across the country, what factors will drive consumers back to the gym? Even with minuscule coronavirus cases within most gyms across America, a number of factors remain to build customer confidence. That said, there may be psychological variables also at play here. Focus, presence of others, social interaction, out-of-home routine that will prod one's return to the gym. Also, Apple recently announced their new Watch Series 6 with new health and new fitness features. We'll take a look at those, and Apple's new Fitness Plus subscription service that provides access to workouts and instruction plus music. That and more in this week's show. So, let's dive in. At-home workouts have exploded as the coronavirus pandemic shifted fitness and workout routines from gyms and parks to living rooms, basements. The latest proof, of course, would be the complete blowout earnings from at-home bike and streaming fitness subscription company Peloton, which crushed earnings estimates this week and said that it expects demand to stay strong into 2021. Now, for the fitness industry, which is a $94 billion industry, to really stay afloat amid the widespread closures of brick-and-mortar studios and gyms and fitness centers, it's had to pivot, relying much more on virtual connectivity for community and, of course, revenue. For studios and gyms operating in certain states, particularly New York, New Jersey, even some in California, the time has finally come to reopen. They finally approved opening of fitness centers. Before we go further, I do want to draw a quick distinction between what I kind of refer to from a verbiage perspective. Gyms and fitness centers, I think of these as mostly resistance training equipment, some free weights, dumbbells with certainly cardio machines and training areas, and some group fitness classes, but it's not their primary focus. So examples might be Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym, Equinox. Fitness studios, on the other hand, are more focused at the group fitness classes. These would be things like Orange Theory, Soul Cycle, and, Flywheel until they, I think, declared bankruptcy. So some of the larger gyms and fitness centers like Equinox have really had essentially 6 months now of mostly zero revenue. And they still have about 20,000 employees. They're clearly losing money. In the interim, Equinox that is, did launch an online platform called Verus that is for Equinox members that are looking for virtual workouts. Now, prior to the COVID-19, they had included kind of a phased rollout of the app, but obviously they moved things up due to heightened interest and expedited the Verus launch timeline. You also have companies like ClassPass, which is kind of an aggregator, a fitness platform that partnered with over 30,000 different gyms and studios, fitness centers, wellness centers. They saw about a 95% drop in revenue by April because gym traffic largely just ceased and partners clearly could not honor any ClassPass passes. The ClassPass app, though, is attempting to fill the void with some live and on-demand virtual offerings. You're starting to see a trend here. You also have large chains like Planet Fitness, who has slowly been opening more and more gyms, and now 6 months after the initial nationwide closures, they have about 1,500 of their 2,000 clubs open. They have mask requirements, cleaning requirements, all of those in place. And again, they're trying to build that consumer confidence to make sure that if it's clean, if the patron cleans the equipment before and after with solution that's approved by the CDC to kill the COVID virus, things should be good. And the CEO of Planet Fitness, Chris Rondo, did say that they've logged over 45 million workouts in the stores since May 1st. And about 137 cases of somebody reporting back to us that they had the virus while working out. Again, doesn't mean that they got the virus at Planet Fitness. It just means that from a contact tracing perspective that they reported back to them that they did have the virus. But this cleaning in general, as well as temperature checkpoints, you got socially distanced machines, touchless check-ins, are all now commonplace in any gym across the country. And a core part of any gym who has yet to open, a core part of their reopening plans, regardless of the timeline. Gyms have also undertaken various social distancing techniques, whether that is, you can use some machines on some days. My gym uses a color-coded system, blue machines on one day, yellow machines on another, to help reinforce the 6-foot minimum social distancing. You've also got some gyms that have upped their HEPA filtering capabilities with regard to safer air quality, cleaning teams that they use to constantly go and clean all the equipment within the gym. Also, I think there were 2 key learnings from China, which was clearly ahead of the U.S. in coronavirus recovery, that gym owners can take from their success. The first is they had a gradual reopening of gyms. They started with some, again, putting constraints in place, social distancing, masks, etc., but they slowly opened certain gyms, expanded to a secondary group, then gyms that had pools, and they generally went slow. The second thing that they did was really focused on spacing, social distancing, and repeated floor markings, machines unplugged, etc., to ensure and enforce that social distancing. And along with that social distancing, one of the last things that China had phased in was group fitness classes. Again, this is where you've got a group of people with potentially high impact training, likely maybe not wearing masks, in a closed room, in a closed environment with air refiltered, recirculated in the room. That was the last thing that China opened. So when we look toward the future, though, it really looks like it's going to be a mixture of working out away from the home and in the home. Whatever gyms and studios might look like when they reopen, their businesses will certainly be closely integrated with virtual and even in some cases outdoor offerings where they can. Peloton, who has always been virtual and very home-centric, continues to be well-positioned for success. They said, look, when you've got a piece of equipment that works in your home and is getting you what you need, there doesn't seem to be a big driver to get out of the house. And again, Peloton reported that equipment sales were up 200% in the last quarter. They still have a backlog of orders that they're catching up on. So there's some truth to John Foley, who's the CEO, comments about their success. We also saw SoulCycle pivot because they were very focused on a tightly packed, crowded in-studio cycling experience, and they quickly pivoted and released an at-home bike that kind of competes with Peloton for the most part, and an at-home offering in general. And the SoulCycle offering is probably not as vertically integrated as the Peloton experience, so it's a little bit more clunky, but at least it provides SoulCycle with a way to continue to charge members for great instructor-led rides. One other perspective is from the CEO of 24-Hour Fitness, Mark Mastrov, who says that he believes that there will be a huge pent-up demand for in-person fitness that will likely overshadow the pandemic home routine for gym goers. Because he contends that they've always had in the marketplace digital offerings, and they're usually free. There's tons of YouTube videos you can watch for workouts, for yoga, for Pilates. There's tons of those that you can watch. But he believes that you need to supplement it with community in some way that is meaningful. And also of importance is recognizing and combining your offerings with probably one of the hottest trends, and we'll talk more about this on this podcast and the next story, is fitness tech and fit technology. If anything, this pandemic has increased the awareness of people's overall health and wellness and how important it is, whether it's to ward off infection or to just stay healthy and avoid falling into categories that can be very risky to communicable diseases like obesity and high blood pressure, and things that can be mitigated with ongoing exercise, combining that with fitness technology and taking care of their overall health. And even though the fitness landscape will likely continue to shift toward a very tech-enabled future, that doesn't necessarily mean that those actual workouts that people are hopefully doing more often, more frequently as part of their fitness routine are necessarily happening at home or at gyms. As consumers gain more confidence over time, including post-vaccine, I'm bullish that gyms will experience a non-trivial bounce back, but it will be important for those gyms to integrate with key devices that consumers are using in a very tech-enabled fitness future. In our next news story, Apple held its Time Flies event, its first of all event this year, on Tuesday, and the company introduced new Apple Watches, new iPads, and new services, including Apple Fitness Plus and Apple One. We're going to go into a bit more depth on both the new Apple Watch and the Apple Plus subscription service. So first up is the Apple Watch Series 6. Now this model maintains basically the same overall design that was first introduced in the Series 4, refined a little bit in the Series 5, but adds a few new variety of sensors to allow things like blood oxygen monitoring to be measured and a little bit better sleep tracking. Apple says that the Series 6 can measure blood oxygen levels in about 15 seconds using both red and infrared light. The company says that it's partnering with health networks to start large-scale studies using this new blood oxygen measurement feature, including testing to see if it can actually detect if a person is infected with COVID-19. The Series 6 also sports the new S6 processor, which processes about 20% faster performance-wise. It's based inside the Apple's A13 chip and brings the first major update to the Apple Watch performance since the Series 4. Apple says it provides this improved performance while still maintaining the 18 hours of battery life of the previous model. But the Series 6 can recharge faster, going from 0 to full charge in about 1.5 hours. The display is said to be about 2.5 times brighter than the one on the Series 5, so it's much easier to read on your arm or when it's resting on your desk or even outdoors. It's now also possible to access notifications, control center, change your watch faces, or tap on complications without fully waking the screen. Another new sensor on the Series 6 is the altimeter, which provides real-time elevation information. Apple says it's accurate down to a foot of measurement. And you'll be able to get the Series 6 in gray, silver, gold, or blue aluminum finishes, or a new product red version that has a bright red finish on it. The stainless steel model is available in either graphite or yellow gold, but the silver chrome model appears to no longer be available, and the top-end edition model is available in natural or black titanium. The aluminum models are made of 100% recycled aluminum, much like the newer MacBook Pro models. In addition, Apple is announcing a new strap called the Solo Loop that is made from one piece of silicone without any buckles, straps, or adjustments. It's available in a range of styles, 7 different colors, and there's also a braided version called the Braided Solo Loop, made from yarn that's available in 5 colors. Finally, Apple is also releasing a new leather link strap. Now, the Series 6 will run Watch OS 7, which is Apple revealed earlier at the Worldwide Developer Conference. This software update will go all the way back and support the Series 3, but it also adds native sleep tracking support. But the Series 6 will take that feature even further thanks to dedicated sensors. Other major updates coming in Watch OS 7 include a rebranded fitness app with new workouts, a hand washing feature tailored for the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, richer complications, the ability to share watch faces with other people. How much is all this going to cost you? Well, the Apple Watch Series 6 starts at $399 for the 40mm model, which is the same price as the current Series 5. Cellular models add another $100, make that $499. And the Series 6 is, you can start ordering that today, actually. and it will start shipping on Friday, September 18th. As part of its efforts to reduce waste, Apple says it will not be including a USB power adapter in the box with the Series 6 watch, just the charging cable. I just think that's kind of ironic. Hey, in order to eliminate waste, we're not going to put the power adapter in the box. But I bet you they'll add it as a separate purchasable item if you'd like. Thank you, Apple. Alongside the Series 6, Apple has also announced the Apple Watch SE, which is just a lower cost model that has the features basically at parity with the Series 5 watch. The Apple Watch SE starts at about $279, and you can pre-order it again, but there's still a lower priced version of Apple Watch, which means that Apple will continue the Series 3 model, which starts the entry-level model at a price tag of $199 for that Series 3 watch. So some pretty exciting announcements for the Series 6 watch. Apple continues to be at the forefront. They still have, I think, about 55-60% market share and look to expand on that as they continue to innovate in the wearable space. The other big announcement that Apple made was, well, in addition to its iPads and other things, but from a health and fitness perspective, the Apple Fitness Plus subscription service. It costs $79 a year if you pay it in advance, or $9.99 per month, and it gives you access to workouts, instruction, folds in Apple Music, and it's delivered through either the Apple Watch or the iPad. Also, Apple is offering the first 3 months free if you purchase a new Apple Watch. You can have now up to 5 family members will also be able to use Fitness Plus at no additional charge. And they're going to launch in a series of countries, including Australia, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, UK, and the United States before the end of this year. Now, this Fitness Plus subscription service builds on the growing number of health metrics that are already available and tracked on Apple Watch, including things like heart rate, calories, pace, distance, and obviously now with the new altimeter, elevation. This new service folds in a bunch of video-based workouts that can be viewed on either your iPhone, iPad, Apple TV. Once a user launches a video, it communicates with and starts the correct workout on their Apple Watch workout app as well, which is a really handy feature. So now you've got the workout video and your Apple Watch synced to the workout. And every week, Apple's going to continue to update with fresh workouts, new trainers, new videos, new workouts, and it will also offer you personalized recommendations for workouts based on the workouts that you've done previously. You can also obviously choose your own workout. You can filter by instructor if there's a particular instructor that you like, certain class type, or duration. So, hey, I've only got a half hour. I want to pick a workout between 20 and 25 minutes. Make sure I get the warm in and the whole workout done. You can do that. And you can even filter by music type. And obviously Fitness Plus integrates in with Apple Music. So you can, if you're a subscriber to both, find the workout music in your workout in your Apple library if you so choose. One of the things that's kind of cool is that the user's health metrics are actually sent in real time to whatever screen they're using to watch the workout video. So it goes from the watch to the cloud to, let's say you're doing it in your living room and using your Apple TV. Those metrics then change as the workout progresses. So if you hit a milestone, or if a trainer or a particular video tells you to check your heart rate, the app will automatically signal and flash your heart rate as the key metric and most visible metric on the Apple TV large screen. Now, Apple's in-house trainers will offer different fresh workouts each week from its fitness studio. There's also videos geared for yoga, cycling, treadmill walking, treadmill running. I'm actually glad they separated those two, as well as strength, core exercises. And the goal of these workouts is to be able to be done pretty much anywhere and with any and or no equipment. Now, of course, after the workout, users will get a summary of the data captured from a user's Apple Watch sensors. Apple Music subscribers, again, you have the option to save the music that was played during your workouts if you choose to. And Fitness Plus will be available by the end of the year. Apple is offering, again, 3 months free if you purchase a new Apple Watch Series 6. Fitness Plus will also be available as part of a $30 a month Apple One Premier bundle, which was also announced by Apple. This also includes Apple News Plus, Apple TV Plus, Apple Arcade, Apple Music, and I think it's 2 terabytes of iCloud storage. So there's lots of different ways to get the Fitness Plus app. It'll be interesting to see how Apple starts to compete with both the digital offerings that we talked about earlier from larger gym chains, Planet Fitness, Equinox, etc., as well as Peloton, that is clearly branching out beyond just the bike, just the treadmill, into full fitness studio-based workouts that one can do anywhere. Stay tuned for more. With that, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to The Fitterist Show. You can follow us on Instagram at FitteristMindBody and on Twitter at FitteristMind. If you enjoyed this episode, please send it to a friend or subscribe to make sure you don't miss any future episodes of The Fitterist Show. My name is Christopher Allen, and make it a magical day.